Hi, it's Tina Polish, your functional health coach again today. As you heal from mold illness, you may also need to fight leaky gut syndrome. This is because leaky gut can be a symptom of mold illness. It's fantastic to see that the medical world finally acknowledges autoimmune disorders such as leaky gut and Hashimoto's and are more open to address the root causes of the illnesses. But also known that they are more open, that there are more often that these autoimmune disorders are symptoms of a larger mold illness issue rather than your root cause. At the height of my mold illness, and due to my leaky gut, I could not eat anything but meat and carrots. While I love both, I didn't want to eat only those forever. My good news is that you do not have to get caught in this limiting cycle forever. Several mold illness symptoms can be attributed just to leaky gut. Let's compare. It's not an exhaustive list though. Mold illness, you get fatigue and weakness, lacking in memory, headache, sinus congestion, having to go pee often, sensitive to light, struggling with concentration, tingling and or numbness in fingers and toes, abdominal pain and bloating, swings in appetite, and static shocks. Leaky gut would be fatigue, confusion, headache, skin problems such as acne, rashes, or eczema, difficulty concentrating, joint pain, chronic diarrhea, constipation, or bloating, and nutritional deficiencies. It's no wonder why we think that treating leaky gut could solve your health problems, when in reality, mold could be your true root cause. Simply put, your gut, or aka your intestinal tract, is a tube that makes up part of your digestive system. About 70 to 80% of your immune system is housed around your gut, which is why gut health is so important and getting more attention finally. Your gut is not simply a hose or a pipe though. It's an amazing tube made of live cells tightly bound together. Your gut helps your body absorb fluids and nutrients, digests your food, and houses billions of friendly gut microbes when it's healthy. It's also selective in what it allows past its barrier. Your intestinal tract purposely keeps some things out, such as harmful microbes and toxins, from being absorbed, so that they pass right through to the other end to be eliminated as waste. Your gut absorbs fluids and nutrients when it allows them through and welcomes them into your blood circulation. This is great as long as it's not also absorbing mold mycotoxins. Your blood and lymph carry nutrients to your liver and then around to the rest of your body. This gives the cells all the way down to your toenails the nutrition that they need to get to be healthy and grow. But scientifically speaking, leaky gut is known as intestinal permeability. This means that your intestines or your gut have tiny unwanted holes in them, allowing things through that they normally would keep out. Thus, they leak. As you can imagine, this is not a good thing. When you have exposure to mold, it can result in leaky gut due to breathing in mycotoxins or ingesting mycotoxins. Breathing in mycotoxins, your respiratory tract consists of two zones. One is the upper airway from your nose to your epiglottis, and two is the lower airway from your larynx to your lungs. If you have experienced mold exposure, you have breathed in elevated levels of mold spores and or mold fragments. Its recent research study on inhaling mold spores, they discovered that the majority of inhaled mold spores land in the upper airway and never reach the lungs. The mold spores end up in the upper airway where they get stuck to the mucus lining. Once they are embedded in the mucus, the spores are quickly transferred to the digestive tract for elimination later. Have you ever sniffed in deep and swallowed the snot in your throat? Ingesting mycotoxins. Your intestinal tracts are continually bombarded with serious amounts of mold mycotoxins through your diet when you eat meat, farmed fish, poultry, grains, many fruits, and even coffee. Generally, the bulk of mycotoxin exposure through food chain is, at least in the United States and Europe, is low enough that your body's natural detoxification, through your liver and kidneys, can significantly clean these mycotoxins from your body rapidly, so no harm is done. But most of us are not healthy enough. Either way, above the mycotoxins end up in your intestinal tract. They start fighting your friendly gut bugs, your good bacteria, and enlist the help of pathogenic bacteria and parasites. Your friendly gut bugs help you detoxify everything so that they are imperative to your health. First, remember that this is not just a fight for the life of those friendly gut bugs, but for your own life too. You cannot live without them. In fact, you need a specific amount of friendly gut bacteria so that you can't afford to lose any of them. You can naturally improve your gut health in many ways. Let's start with what to stop. 1. Grains. Grains are among the highest in mold, and those same grains feed mold. 2. Processed foods, including most coffee. Bulletproof does test their coffee for mold. They also carry higher amounts of molds and feed them as well. 3. High sugar fruits, bananas, grapes, melons, mangoes, oranges, and pineapple. 4. Fermented foods. Mold spores can readily reproduce in food during the fermentation process. Avoiding fermented foods such as sauerkraut, kimchi, cheese, sour cream, buttermilk, processed and smoked meats, and alcoholic drinks. 5. Dried fruit. Again, mold can proliferate during the drying process, especially with all the fiber and sugars. Mold's favorite meals. So avoid dried raisins, cranberries, mangoes, figs, and prunes. Now let's talk about what to start. 1. Bind and remove toxins by eating fibrous plant foods like kale, globe artichoke, pumpkin seeds, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower, okra, berries, black currants, and carrots. You can also use specific binders like charcoal, GI detox, and zeolite. 2. Rebuild your gut and friendly gut bacteria with probiotics like Megaspore or Biobotanical Proflora 4R. The 4R one also contains herbs that help to seal your intestinal tract. And eat high fiber food to feed your friendly gut bugs to strengthen them. 3. Make sure that you are eating a diverse, nutritious diet. And 4. If you're not getting everything that you need through your diet, which is really hard to do, take supplements that are right for you at this time. Don't go without them. So to fight leaky gut, be sure that you watch what you are breathing and ingesting. Stop consuming foods and drinks that contain high amounts of sugar, which feed mold. Eat right and bind those mycotoxins, and take your supplements and probiotics to get rid of the mold mycotoxins so your gut can heal. And if you're suffering from leaky gut or mold illness symptoms and want to help choosing the best products and steps to help you heal, schedule a complimentary consultation with me today, and we'll see what we can do for you. Thanks, and have a really great day.